This screencast finds everyone doing well as we are a little over the first week of into school and you're starting to settle in and get into routines. That brings me to the point of our screencast today. It's that time of year as we're starting to settle in where we start thinking about our professional growth plan and our self-reflection and goals and aspirations that we have for the year. And so what my end of mind and purpose for my screencast today is to show you some changes that we're making and steps that we're taking to try to make this process a little bit more efficient and hopefully a better experience for all of our employees here in Fort Thomas. So I'm just going to jump right to it as we are all busy. So first and foremost, why are we making this change to go to from Frontline or from today what I'm talking about is our professional growth and self-reflection and kind of having those housed all over the place. Many of you probably work on templates or forms that your building leadership gives you. Email them to your principals and then they stay in an email file and maybe get revisited at the end of the year. The goal that we have moving forward is to have all this information in one centralized location in the Frontline. So why are we making this change? Well, first of all, it's a requirement per our certified evaluation plan. Within the certified evaluation plan, it says that we're going to have a district approved common platform. And so Frontline is that platform. It has just not been our practice to get all of this documentation, evaluation, self-reflection, professional growth plan all in one location. And we're going to try to take a step forward towards following our plan. Additionally, we want to get everything in a centralized location. It definitely will create for greater accuracy and efficiency in terms of following timelines. And so that is our desire to get that there. And then thirdly, ultimately, if we look at really connecting all of the pieces of self-reflection, professional growth goal, and evaluation. If we get to a spot where I've identified a goal or an area where I want to improve, if I've reflected on my practice, right, am I implementing that through my instructional practices and my teaching that would be observed by my building level administrator in an evaluation. So those are really kind of the three tenets of why we're making this change. And so if you will humor me today, I'll try to get through it efficiently as possibly. I think it's going to be a useful tool. One thing that I will say just to kind of preface this, if you get ready to do this activity or as you get ready to do this activity, having your documents on your desktop will make for a much easier process for you. So I strongly recommend that once you get ready to do these steps, you have your growth plan and your self-reflection on your desktop, saved in PDF version. It will make this process go much more smoothly for you. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to log into professional growth. I'm going to tell you that the documents that you're going to see on the tabs you're going to see in my Frontline are going to be a lot more robust than what you see, but the crux of what I'm getting to is common with all of us. So you log into Frontline, professional growth, you go to My Info, My Information, My Evaluations. I want to go back and do that again one more time real quick. Once you log into Frontline, the first place you're going to go is to My Info here on the left-hand side. You'll make a click. You'll then go to My Information, click there, and then go to My Evaluations. Once you open that up, you're going to see these two areas, evaluation and artifacts. We have all agreed as a district leadership team that evaluations will also be done in Frontline this year. I'll have an additional screencast later on that kind of explains how that works. But what we're going to talk about today are uploading those artifacts, those professional growth plans and the self-reflection. So once you get to this screen, you go to artifacts, you hit plus, and now you're going to go to the upload button. And so here's where you're going to have some opportunity to key in some information. Now for the purpose of this screencast, I put some notes on the side for an efficiency standpoint. So I'm just going to say 2425 self-reflection. And here in the description, I've gone ahead, and again, for the purpose of our screencast, I've tried to make it pretty quick. I know that I want to focus on component in the Kentucky Teaching and Learning Framework 3B. I've done some reflection, and I feel like those are areas where I want to have some growth, an area to improve. Additionally, I'm going to focus because we have a new language arts curriculum adoption. I know I want to focus on student engagement this year. And so as I reflected on my practice and what I'm looking forward to this year with this new resource adoption or maybe a new technique that I'm trying in the classroom, these two components within the Danielson framework, questioning and discussion, student engagement, those are areas of which I'm going to focus. And so that's why I put those in description. When it asks for types or categories, I want to leave those blank. You do not need to fill those fields. In an alignment rubric, here's where I'm just going to take the information from my description and my reflection, and I want to fill in the rubric. So I want to select teacher component 3B, I think was my first one. Yep, teacher component 3B. So I'm going to go down here, component 3B. This was a reflection I made. I want to choose their criteria. I want to add that criteria, and there it says questioning and discussion techniques. That's an area of self-reflection that I've done that I feel like is an area that I would like to improve. Additionally, I want to go down here. I want to add component 3C. So again, 3C, I go to my criteria, engaging students in learning, and I select add criteria. I then am going to select my file, and see, there you go, where it talks about having it on the desktop. It makes it for a kind of easier experience. I'm going to hit save. I'm going to select my administrator. So here it would be one of your two building administrators. For the purpose of this training today, I'm just going to select myself. I'm going to hit save. And there it is. You see my 24-25 self-reflection saved in my artifacts here in Frontline, all one location. Let's do it again for my professional growth plan. I want to go here. I want to go upload. I want to type it, 24-25 PGP. I want to type a brief description. Again, for the purpose of this training, I've got that preloaded here. And what I'm going to focus on this year is I'm going to really make a professional commitment to seeking out professional learning with our new English adoption. I want to connect with regional schools who had a similar adoption. I'm going to do share one of those new learnings with my PLC. That's a professional growth opportunity that I want to take part in. Again, types and categories I'm going to leave blank. I'm going to go back to my alignment rubric. And so for me, that PGP, that was 4E. So I'm going to go to teacher component 4E, make that selection, growing and developing professionally, add that area, and that's it. I want to go, select my file, have it saved on my desktop already for an efficiency standpoint. I'm going to select one of my two building administrators, and I hit save, and there it is. My 24-25 self-reflection, my 24-25 PGP are all uploaded into Frontline, and now they are saved here. They will be saved here historically throughout the time here in Fort Thomas. And so that is really it, guys. So again, just a way to get all of our information into Frontline, into one central location. You'll have your PGP, your self-reflection, all of your evaluations. All of that will be housed in our professional growth system here in Frontline. I hope you found this tutorial easy to follow. And I wish you the best of luck. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Everyone have a great day, and I'll see you around. Take care.